Well, g'day everyone, and welcome. Today, we are going to have a squiz at Industry Giant 4. Industry Giant 4 is in early access. It's the number 4 in the series. It does have very negative reviews, and I wanted to check it out for myself. I think it's kind of a it's almost a version of, say, Transport Fever 1 and 2. But sort of a little bit different. And this game can be actually really, really, really complex. It's Most of the negative reviews are talking about, the people like Industry Giant 2 better and stuff like that, and that this isn't anywhere near as good. So I thought we'd have a squiz and we'd work out. I thought we'd have a bit of a squiz of this and sort of give it our own look and our own view. I did want to sort of try it out. So we've got Twin Peaks. We might start off in Twin Peaks, and we'll start off with the high budget just for the sake of this. You've got a start date down the bottom there, which we're starting at 1950. You've got a time progression there. We're going to do slow time progression just for the sake of this. And we'll start our game, and we'll start setting up some production. This is about supplying cities with and towns with the materials and the products that they need to allow them to survive. So I have had a little bit of a squiz at this map, but I don't know. I believe it changes around. It may change around, or it may be the same every single time. We've got Fall City and Churchborough here. You've got all of these sort of zoned areas here that sort of turn into, cities expand in these areas through here. Churchborough Hills expands around there. And then you've got these industrial areas and stuff like that. So through these areas. And each town has requirements. So books, meat products, seating, furniture, and wheat products there, and they require those to keep the citizens happy and to prosper and start expanding and start building up. And obviously, the more they build up, the more industry that you need to create, and there is a lot of industry in here as well. So we've got some areas that are sort of farm areas and stuff. It does have, I think this is a 36 square kilometer map, or is it a 70 something? I'm not sure, but each area is specifically good for, like James Park is a nature reserve. So I don't know whether at some point in time we have to put in nature reserves and stuff like that. Rosenfield is an unlimited wood zone and a light industry zone. And it looks like it can be expensive. It's pretty expensive down there. Over here, we've got a wood zone over there as well. Now, you need to also build the infrastructure and stuff. First thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go into construction, and I'm going to look for a logging camp, which is right there. And I'm actually going to throw this logging camp in here, like so. But what I want to do is make sure that it's not going to raise it so that we're relatively even with the land there. So we'll throw that. We're going to throw that in there like so. We are going to provide Fall City with some wood shavings, and I think we're going to provide Churchborough Hills with some wood planks and wood shavings. And at some point in time, we will move up to wooden furniture production. We're also going to need some a livestock farm to create unpackaged eggs, because they need them there. And these guys want unpackaged eggs as well as vegetables in there. They're a little bit later on down the track. So the first thing that I'm going to do is probably create myself some dirt roads. And I'm going to run these up to I'm going to run these up through here. I'm going to go relatively slowly. And you do obviously have to pay for your roads that you build for your industry. So I'm going to bring that into there like that. And I'm going to bring another road off of here, and we're going to take it. I don't want to be building bridges and stuff like that. So we will wind our way up here and then across to here, and we'll wind our way up this hill. I know it's a little bit, and we'll go into Church Pro Hills there. So there's our road connections. So we're going to have a logging camp here, and this logging camp is going to obviously produce logs. From the logging camp, we are going to actually need to produce the stuff that we want to produce. We are going to need a sawmill, which is right there. Now, this sawmill, I don't know where we're going to put it. I don't want to put it too far away because I would really like maybe we can go in that direction. It's a little bit hard on this landscape, and you do have landscaping tools that you can use. We obviously can't build inside here because that's going to be a reserve. So I'm thinking maybe something like that, where we can actually we'll be able to get ourselves a train line in there, as well as our roadway. So I reckon we're going to throw that in there. Now I might be building this completely and utterly horrible, and those of you that can we throw that in there? Construction not possible. No, it doesn't look like construction is possible there, so it's just going to have to go that way. So we'll bring some logs out of here. We will drop them off here, and the sawmill is where we will produce the products that we want to sell off in the initial stages. Now, I do have the time paused at the moment. I'm going to throw the truck depot across the road. Going to find ourselves a spot across the road, overlapping. There we go. And we'll throw a truck depot in here, maybe directly across that road. It's going to make for a big intersection, but I think it'll be all right. That'll be fine. So we're going to throw ourselves a truck depot in here, which is where we're going to control our trucks from. Very similar to what you would use in Transport Fever. All right, I'm going to unpause. I'm going to unpause the game, and I'm going to let those build. As you can see there, let those build up. Once they have built up, I'm going to go into here. And in production, we're going to place logging areas. So we'll throw 1 and 2 and 3 logging areas there. We're going to add a production. Oh, crap. Which is basically wood. And that's all we're going to produce there. So that is good. Let's apply that. And that is underway. Over here, we are going to, again, add a production line. And we're going to produce wooden planks because we need wooden planks. We're also going to upgrade this at a construction cost of $875,000, and from that we are going to produce wood shavings as well. So that factory will produce wood shavings. Okay, so that's the sawmill. At the truck depot, what we're going to need to do is we're going to need to purchase some trucks. The trucks that we are going to purchase, what we might do, we might rename this. We might actually rename this if we can at some point in time. In fact, we'll do it first. We'll rename it to forestry depot so that we know that that's where all of our forestry vehicles are coming from. Right, perfect. We are going to now create a line from here. So we'll go into lines and we want to do a new truck line. We want to add a stop and it is going to be that stop. Now I have found, and they're going to load up wood, right? Apply that. Let's add another stop, which is going to be here. And what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that they load and that they unload wood there. And we will call this the logging line. Right, and we will apply that. All right, next thing that we need to do is we're going to have to go into here and we're going to have to purchase some vehicles. So it's going into the forestry depot. We are going to purchase 4 of those trucks to run logs. No, maybe we're going to go 6 logs. And I can bring that window down just a little bit. And we will sign that contract and we'll have 6 vehicles there. Let's sign that. 6 vehicles in there. Now these vehicles here, I haven't worked out exactly how to assign these to a specific line at this point in time, and some of these are relatively complex. So basically, now what we'll do is we'll have a look at our lines here. We've got this truck line here, and we can't select any vehicles because there are no vehicles on the line. Vehicles on the route are none. Let's just go into there and see if we can actually assign. We will remove those and we'll assign those vehicles. Let's just get rid of that there. And we'll apply that, and they should start running now. Forestry depot, they come from the forestry depot, so let's apply that as well. All right, lovely. Beautiful. So we're unloading. We're loading at the logging camp, and we are unloading at the sawmill. So that should be okay. So we should start production in here now, and we should see some production starting to happen. And yes, it is. All right, lovely, lovely. So we've got this line here. Cargo amount. Well, we've got all that set anyway, which is really, really good. Okay, so logging camp to sawmill. That is good. There we go. And station-wise, we should have some trucks starting to come out now, which they do. And you can see that line highlighted on there. And then off they go. Off they go. Some of the things that I did notice is, you know, they'll come out with their flat trays, which is fine. They'll pick up their first load of stuff, and you'll see that when they get down here, they'll pick up their first load of stuff, and then their trailers and stuff will actually change, but they don't change to log trailers. They change to container trailers, which is a little bit bizarre. You watch when these guys come in. Let's just run them in here, and they'll load up. There we go. So they don't actually change to a logging truck. So anyway, that's something. But he'll come over here and he will start delivering that. We're missing products in there, which is perfectly fine. Next thing, now that we've got that production happening and these guys will start doing that, what we're going to do is we need to create a sales point for our products. Now in Fall City, their demand is for wood shavings. So what we're going to do is to sell wood shavings, we go into shops, wood shavings, and you can see there's a lot of different sized ones here. Hardware store is the one that sells wood shavings. Grocery stores obviously sell groceries. Home decoration sells furniture and stuff, but we want a hardware store. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw a hardware store in here. I'm going to spin that around like so. And it says connection not possible. There we go. So we'll throw him in there, which is good. And we'll let that build. While that's building, then these guys are going to be doing their transport across to here, and we're going to start production, which is going to be really, really good. Okay, so this is the hardware store. We're in Fall City. So what we're going to do is we're going to call it Fall City Hardware. We'll just keep these named and stuff as we go, because that's going to be a pretty important thing. Now, they want, I believe, wood shavings, don't they? Yes, they do. So what we're going to do now is in the depot, I am going to purchase some more vehicles. And this time, I'm going to purchase some of these vehicles. And I'm going to get 6 of them for now. And we'll sign that contract right there. All right, beautiful. So we've got 6 of those. Now what we want to do is we want to create ourselves a new line. So we're going to do a new truck line. It's going to be Fall City Hardware. So Fall City Hardware. And like I said, line. And like I said, I'm trying to keep everything all set up. So we're going to make sure that it's only these trucks, and we're going to apply that. Then we're going to add a stop, and we're going to start there. What we're going to do is we're going to grab wood shavings and apply that. We're going to add another stop over here at the hardware store, and we're going to drop off wood shavings. What we need to do is load. So we want to load there, and then we want to unload there. And that's the Fall City Hardware line. And we're going to, we've added our vehicle types, and we are going from the forestry depot, and we apply that. And there we go. Just get rid of all of those pop-ups. And what we should find now is that everything should start moving. Once we start actually producing, which we are starting to produce now, storage at the moment, they don't have anything in there, but we are starting to produce. So what I'm hoping is demand is going to pop up here. Production's going to absolutely and utterly increase, and we're going to start delivering more and more goods there to get some production happening. We do have one warning, which is oh no, we don't have that warning there anymore. Lovely. Information wise, sawmill 1 setting up production. Yep, cool. So that's just an information one. So all of those will so that production system there should work, and we should start producing enough materials and stuff. Now these trucks are coming out of the depot on demand, depending on how much stuff's in storage there. I believe that there is ways that, see, they've got 250 in storage. Nope, they've got 90 in storage now. There you go. So, so once our production starts to increase and everything starts to flow, what we're going to see is once we've actually got some bloody storage in here, and we do have quite a bit of storage, we're going to start seeing some trucks come out here, and they're going to start delivering to here. Once we have stuff in storage here, they'll sell it on to the community, and Fall City will start to grow, and we'll see the town supply level move up. The other thing that we're going to do is stick a little hardware store in Church Pro, because we need a little hardware store in Church Pro to sell off all of the materials that they need. So we're going to call this Church Pro Hardware. like so, and save that. That's Church Pro hardware. Now we're going to create ourselves a new line. And that new line is going to be the same thing, or a very similar thing. New truck line. Church Pro hardware line is what we're going to call it. Allowed vehicle types are going to be those vehicle types. Add stop. They're going to stop there, and they are going to load both of these. And we'll apply that. Then they're going to come down to Church Pro, and they're going to come to here, and they are going to unload. So let's just make sure that that's on load, and let's make sure that that's on load as well. Lovely. And we will apply that, and that is a new line. So everything should work quite well there. I don't know what that edit is. I'm not sure exactly what that edit does. But anyway, we've got that set up as well, which is really, really cool. Okay, so that is set up, and we should start seeing some... we're starting to see some vehicles come out now. Obviously not the allowed vehicles type. It is a whole pile of different stuff, but these are all running out to there. Do we have vehicles still coming out to there? I'm pretty sure that we do. Right, lovely. So we'll keep that moving. And I guess what we could do on our lines is if we go into here, we can just allow all vehicles. Let's apply that. And we'll apply that to there as well. Allow all vehicles, select all, lovely. Apply that, and on our other run here, we will do the same. We'll just select all and apply. All right, and then they can do that running. So what we've got is we've got some stuff coming up to here. We still don't have anything coming here, unfortunately. I don't know why. I don't believe. Where are you going? You're going to Church Pro hardware as well. Everybody's going to Church Pro hardware. Yeah. I don't know why we don't have any. Let's just check that line. That's Falls City hardware. No reserve vehicles. Load and unload there. Allow vehicle types all, which is good. What we didn't do, actually, I don't think, is with Church Pro hardware. Forestry depot, and apply that. So those trucks should be coming from there. But what we're going to see now is this tiny little Church Pro 5-house town is actually going to start to level up and gain supplies, which is really, really good. We're supplying 2 from the sawmill, which is absolutely fantastic. So there you go. All right, lovely. Things are happening. All we need to do is see what's going. See, that's saying that is going to Church Pro as well. So I don't know why we're not getting anything going to here, where we should actually be getting stuff going to here. So, but for some reason we are not. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see if another round happens. We do have a couple of warnings here. Production line has insufficient incoming products, and it's missing wood. Obviously, is the product. So, can we actually set exactly what we want production wise in here? It wouldn't be in here. I'd say that it might actually be in the line setting on the logging line. What we want to do is... so I don't know the difference between load and keep load. But we want to meet delivery goals as soon as possible and deliver everything in storage. So it should be okay. Let's just discard changes. Lovely. All right, so we should start. So we're getting trucks coming down there now to do that as well. What we need to see is we need to start seeing some progress in our towns. And as you can see, we do. Town starts growing at 20%. 50% supply rate. So that's really, really cool. The other thing that we need, we've got farm zone here, which is unlimited farm zone. So the other thing that we could actually start looking at doing in regards to production is to look at a farm. A livestock farm would be the one to go. And what we're going to do is we're probably going to throw a livestock farm just outside of probably here, because we've got a road there already. So if we run into here, and you can see probably about there is going to be okay. Maybe rotate it around just a touch. We'll create a road stock farm there, a livestock farm, a road stock farm, and we'll run into there. Slope too steep. Let's just maybe see if we can get into there, like so, and we'll run that out to there. And then what we're going to produce here is we are going to, in production, we're going to place a pasture. So we'll rotate you around, and I'm guessing that the more advanced and stuff the more upgraded your farm is, the more production areas that you can put on it. So what we want to do is we want to create eggs. So let's select eggs, and that is going to be our pure production on there. And this is going to be the Fall City farm. Fall City egg farm, which is right there. Okay, now to produce, what do they need? Do they need anything incoming? I'm not sure whether they actually do. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create ourselves another couple of lines. So new truck line, which is going to be Fall City eggs. Lovely. We won't grab anything yet, because we're going to need little supermarkets in here to sell these off. So, and it looks like Fall City is already starting to grow. So what are we going to need in regards to shops? We are going to need a small grocery store, which is going to be in here, hopefully. Hopefully we can find a little spot in here somewhere to throw it. We could throw it up here if we wanted to, like so. Roll it around there. That might be all right. That might actually be okay. Where else could we throw it? We could throw it over the road from the hardware store, couldn't we? Too big a slope, unfortunately. We could throw it here, the grocery store here. That might be all right. Let's try throwing it there. And we're going to need to build one over here, because these guys, I believe, needed eggs as well. Let's go to Church Pro Hills. Yes, they need eggs as well. So we're going to build another one, another small grocery store in here, which is going to sit right there like so. And now we can go back into our lines, and we've got Fall City eggs. We're going to stop here, and we're going to load eggs. Yes. And we're going to apply that, and then we're going to add a stop here, which is the grocery store, and we are going to unload. Make sure that we load those. And that's Fall City eggs. We'll apply that, and that'll start getting eggs there as well. Let's create a new line, which we will call Church Pro. Actually, we'll call Fall to Church Pro eggs. We'll call it that. We will add a stop, which is here. On here, we are loading eggs. apply that. And then over here, we are going to deliver our eggs. Right, lovely. And let's apply that. We'll leave all truck types. And now what we probably want to do is purchase ourselves a couple more vehicles. So we will go some more of those, I think, and we'll add another 6 of those, and then they can run there. So we've got to watch our expenses and all that type of stuff as we go. But what we should start seeing now is that these guys in this farming area will actually start to produce eggs, which they are. There's 62 in storage. So we should see some trucks coming in from the depot. We may be better off throwing another road in there as well while we're at it, like so. We'll just throw that in there. So, all right, lovely, lovely. There we go. So we will start to get some eggs. Where are you headed? Where are you headed, mister? You're headed to Fall City to start dumping eggs in here. We do have a timber supply at the moment. We are getting an egg supply as well, which is going to be good, and that's going to allow that to grow. Over at Church Pro Hills, we are over 20%, and you can see that we've already had some more houses start to develop in there as well. Now, I believe if it's anything like there we go. We'll just run you around there and run you straight down there. If it's anything like Transport Fever, we should be able to manipulate exactly how these towns develop, as you can see there. And we'll probably run a line straight through here like that. There we go. And the town should develop around the lines that you actually create. So over to there, which is good. Lovely. All right. So so you can probably have a little. You could probably allow them to organically develop. Like this is, or you could probably manipulate, because they will build houses around the roads that you have. So there you go, guys. This is Industry Giant 4. I don't know why people dislike it so much, but for me, I'm having a good time. I'd like to play. I'd like to obviously play some more of it, and to be able to sort of further develop my own opinion on it. But for now, everything seems to be working. It can, as I said, it can be a little bit complex sometimes, but at this point in time, that's our hardware store. They have nothing in storage. What do they have in sales? Well, they have made sales on what they needed there. So, Industry Giant 4, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to hit like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. It would be much appreciated, and some comments would be fantastic as well. I will catch you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.